welcome to Talking About. I'm John Griffith.
I am Sir Ari Gold.
And we have some very special guests tonight. We have Aris and Natalia McCarty.
Yes. Hi.
I remember the last name. I just blanked out on the first. Like, sorry.
It totally happens.
It's like the peroxide went too deep.
I know. I don't know where I am right now, truthfully.
I don't know what this is, but it's...
Welcome to Hollywood.
Nice to be back.
I'm hiding my peroxide under my hat.
Wow, we're like the Bleach Club up here.
Detoxing.
So, you are usually here promoting music. Because you are,
a couple times,
yeah,
yes.
You're an incredibly talented musical artist.
Thank
but
you, John.
Today you've got a little something else going on.
Yeah, we're switching it up. Many of you guys know me as a musician. In fact, the last 10 years, you yourself as well,
I'm
you've been
also a
working in the
musician.
music industry. Yeah. But many years prior to that, we actually got our start in comedy. And Natalia and I created a sketch comedy called It's Twisted Television. We launched, actually, funny that we're back on public access.
It was on public access.
On public access, I believe it was December of 2002. And I was 7 years old back then, obviously. You know, so I was a baby.
10.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that and pretend like that's the truth. But yeah, we aired on QPTV and in BCAT and MNN and Long Island Public Access, and at our height, we also were on a couple gay networks and aired in Palm Springs and Key West.
The Pride
and
Network, yeah.
PNN, and I'm forgetting somewhere really random. I think it was Dayton, Ohio. Which
It
is
was Dayton.
so weird that we were in Dayton,
We
Ohio.
had a really great fan from Dayton, Ohio that came out to visit us and fanned out, which was amazing. Just
And,
wow, awesome. He wanted my autograph and everything. It was great.
You gotta love the fans that fan out.
Yeah.
Right? Stands, as they call them now. I don't know how
Oh,
that
really?
happened.
Yeah,
That's the new
stands.
thing. It's when you're an Uber fan, you're a
Yeah,
stan.
I'm a stan.
I'm a stan of Wonder Woman.
Aren't we
Oh.
all? Yeah, but we're coming on our 15th anniversary, which makes me scared that it's been 15 years since we started ITTV. And we
Yes.
ran for about 6 years, from 2003-ish through 2009. And a lot of castmates have gone on to do amazing things in comedy, in other fields. Michelle Buteau is probably our most notable cast member. You can see her on VH1 with Nick Lachey hosting a morning show, and she's basically on every network right now.
She's on everything.
I don't know how she has. They must have cloned her, because she's really
she's
everywhere. And a lot of other great comedians crossed through the ITTV doors over the course of our 6-year run. In fact, we maybe had 50 cast members rotate in and out.
Oh, wow.
So we decided at 15 years it was time to look back, and you guys just went HD, so we decided it's time to do the same thing and
step up,
revitalize. Yeah. So that's what's happening. And it's been fun to be back with comedy because, as a singer-songwriter, I'm pretty serious. I mean, I'm fun sometimes too, but the bulk of my material has been very reflective of emotional either turmoil or successes. I wouldn't say I'm like a comedy writer in terms of music. So it's been nice to put that on a shelf and go back and laugh for a while, especially in today's very dark times.
Yes.
Very, very
We
dark.
need laughter right now.
I agree.
definitely.
I agree. Yeah. Do we have some sort of trailer?
I
Actually,
do
we can
believe-
show
I do believe
the
that
talking
you-
about audience at home.
I do believe we have 1 or 2 or 4 clips.
Let's start with the first one.
Okay,
We'll
why
talk
don't we
more
start with
after
the
that.
first one?
Rubber ducky, you're the one. Rubber ducky, you're so much fun.
You are the dumbest thing ever!
Genital hygiene will never be the same with the G-Vet 4000. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3, and you're on your way.
Hun, what did I say about lunching my box? Now it's all over the carpet.
Mom, would you quit munching the carpet?
Call Minot. Call Minot. We can hang. Call Minot. Call Minot. I'll give you a free reading.
Yeah. There's a lot going on in
You're
there.
seeing maybe there was like a
That's rapid
10
fire.
or 15 seconds from a couple sketches over the years.
I missed out on working with Michelle Buteau. It was the one year I was not part of the show, I was working on music and other things, so I wasn't involved. So it was really knowing how successful she is, like, oh, why didn't I work on the show when she was
That
there?
being said, if you watch the show right now, it will look seamless as though they're both in the same place at the same time.
Wow.
So there you go. It just
The
kind
magic of television.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, and it's been really great to look back at these old sketches too, because I find a lot of times with comedy, things can get stale. And I won't say that all of it's comedy gold, for sure. But there's some things that actually have stood the test of time, and it might even be a little funnier now. I don't know if we were just...
Yeah.
The show, It's Twisted Television, the basis was like a sketch comedy that you would see, only these things would never be on sketch comedy because it would never have made it through the censor. So a lot of the things that we have on camera are like the divas, like Celine and Liza and Courtney doing lines and bitch fighting, and these are probably not things you would see on NBC.
Which is why we never made it.
Funny thing about that, though, we did pitch to NBC, and they were like, "This is a little. I don't know if we can do this." And we actually also pitched a logo, and we were pitching at the same time they went with the Big Gay Sketch Show. So they actually went with Rosie's show instead of ours.
Yeah.
Sad for us, but it's okay. It all worked out in the end, and I guess SNL got Kate McKinnon because of it. So
Yeah.
good on them. Yeah. But I think for me, what I always liked most about the show was being able to be around so many amazing, funny people. I don't consider myself necessarily a comedian. I'm definitely a comedy writer. I've written a lot of comedy. And I've played Michael Jackson a couple times on the show. We will not be airing any of those clips. I did not bring those. We will not.
Get ready for a social media firestorm.
That turned into such a
Lord.
negative thing for poor Aris, because it was just people would be like stopping him and he'd have to go.
Yeah,
People are
actually,
very sensitive
this is gonna. Can't believe we're gonna tell the
Yeah.
stratosphere about this. But I used to get stopped on the street and asked, "Aren't you that guy that plays Michael Jackson on public access?
Oh, wow.
This is not what you want to be known for. At least, well,
Yeah.
not at the time,
At the time, because he was still
And it
alive.
wasn't like cool moonwalking, smooth Michael Jackson. It was
It was him screaming every 5 seconds, not guilty.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
pretty much what it
as it
was.
turns out, not
'Cause-
guilty, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was the Martin Bashir era.
Yeah, it
and,
was-
so
yeah.
it was a little bit of a mess, but yeah.
But it was in the moment.
It was.
That's really how you have to do comedy, though, is you have to have it in the moment.
Totally.
Otherwise, people will not understand where you're coming from with stuff. And I really enjoyed writing, which was, being someone who was a theater major in college, I really wanted to do this. And
Where did you go?
I applied at NYU, I passed the audition, and then my financial aid dropped.
Oh no.
So they wanted $16,000 a semester, and I was like, well, I'm going to community college now.
And which one was that?
I went to Suffolk Community College temporary, and then I transferred to Hunter.
CUNY.
And then I transferred to Hunter, and then I changed majors there because I was like, they don't really do. So it wasn't really as strong a theater.
Theater
So
department.
what did you
Yeah.
end up majoring in?
Media arts journalism.
Okay.
Thinking, oh, I'll get a job with that. Forgetting that it's the same business
Pretty much.
as like acting. It's like you still have to audition. It's still who you know. It's still, how famous you are with your work and your writing is just the same as if you're an actress or a musician. So I was just like, I'm just gonna do what I want to do, and I'm not gonna get all crazy over the fact that this isn't working. I mean, I'm doing what I want to, and I'm 42 as of last week. So
Birthdays.
Now you're gonna know you were lying about saying you were 10
well,
before.
who cares? Like, that's my thing, is I just don't believe in age anymore. It's not how it used to be.
Ageless. Hashtag ageless.
It has to be. I mean, if you remember the Andy Griffith show, Aunt B, when she started, like, the actress who started, she was 40.
That's shocking.
And I'm 42, and I'm like, okay, this doesn't exist anymore. This can't, so wanting to be a musician and wanting to act and, working on projects, I don't believe in the age being a factor anymore. It can't be.
Right. Do you find that since there are so many more platforms available that the competition has gone up as well, or do you think
It's interesting. It's really interesting. We were definitely at the pre-YouTube era. most of our sketches were aired online, but before YouTube was a thing. I think YouTube launched in the middle of 2005, excuse me. Whereas we had already been on for 3 years at that point, putting on clips with the Real Player or whatever was out at the time. So when that started, we were some of the first clips on there, and I think that's kind of where our cult success came from, our millions of views. But that being said, I've seen it change so much in the last 10 years.
The competition's changed. It's not how it used to be. I think it's way different now because there's so many outlets for you to get your vision shown. So you do have YouTube, you have Vimeo, you have Netflix, you have Hulu, you have you still have theater, you still have film, and independent film is so much easier to get out there now than it was back in the day. No one was really seeing as much indie films as they can now. So
Well,
I
social
mean,
media is
social media
huge.
really helps with the outlet, and and going back to the age thing, you know, age, your size, you know, the way you look, it's while it still is a factor, and your gender and LGBT, it's still there are people watching, and there are people that want it or are grabbing for it. So it is promising. That's why still, you know, I'm one of the I get people going, don't you think you're a little old to be trying to be a YouTube vlogger? And I'm like, no.
How dare they?
How dare they? How very dare they? You know, but that's really, you know, what it is. Like, that doesn't exist anymore. Like, yeah, I'm going to be a YouTube
need to see
vlogger.
ourselves in our own age. I mean, the youngins, you know, they can have their
the
audience.
The music
of youngins,
isn't relevant.
but,
The material isn't relevant to just an age. It's
Right.
everyone. People, when in their 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s, they have experiences that need to be expressed and
Absolutely.
seen. So it's like, that shouldn't even exist anymore.
Yeah, everyone needs to connect with something and
Yeah.
find something that's in sync with where they are mentally and emotionally.
I feel that's why
and
we're bringing
do what they need.
ITTV back, for people to see the things that we did do and realize, you know, these things are still relevant and they're still funny and they're still worth watching.
Sure, and you know, I'm encouraged especially by the fact that one thing that has changed obviously in the last 10, 12 years is people's attention span. That is so different than it used to be. So keeping people's attention, obviously that's a battle for everyone. You know, we're all in our phones and we have 1,000 things that we're doing. But I think us revitalizing the sketches and also going back and kind of cutting them down, bringing them into 2017 in terms of what the attention span these days would be. I mean, we used to be a 28-minute long show like you guys with no
Right.
commercials, so we would let things run really long because at the time, you know, people weren't flipping between 20 stations while they were on their laptop. So we had
while
people's
on the
attention.
phone,
Right.
while in the
Exactly.
bathroom.
Grinder and you
Well,
know,
even
like,
us. I mean, say we originate the program live, and most of the time in the beginning, I would do 1 hour on one topic, and today's a rarity that we're spending 28 minutes on a single topic. It's usually 20 minutes or less, and we just cram as much in to keep it more concise. But there's so much talent on this stage right now that it deserves a full half hour or per person. So
that's very sweet of you all to say. Take it. Yeah, and I think that we're feeling really encouraged to be back talking about the show, and also, you know, at the time we were, I believe, the only fully out gay sketch
We
comedy
were the
where all of our
LGBT community sketch comedy show before the big gay sketch show, before all that.
and all of our castmates were either in the LGBT community or allies and all out, and we never made a thing of it. It wasn't
Yeah.
like, look
It
at
just
us, we're a
is,
gay
yeah.
sketch comedy. So in a way, we felt we were normalizing what we were experiencing
Yeah.
as our own lives and bringing that to the world, and I hope that we can do that again for
Yeah.
the
yeah,
youngins.
I want to
Yeah,
get to the
let's-
next
let's
clip.
roll a
take,
clip.
Let's take another one. And,
Oh
see
boy,
what's
which one
going
is
on with
this? I think
I
it's
don't
the
know.
genital vacuum. No.
Feeling not so fresh. Got a hot day and no time for a shower. Got a nasty case of the crabs. Or just bored and curious. And now Hoover brings us a revolutionary new product for cleaning down under. Genital hygiene will never be the same with the Genie Bag 4000. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3, and you're on your way. It's quick and easy. Well, looks like we've got a lot of work to do here, mate. cop twists, pull off, empty, and you're on your way. Wow. Now that's nasty. And included is a special adjustable handle for those hard to reach areas. And don't forget about the detachable hose. And for easy grooming, included is the free floaty attachment. Ling, ling, ling. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited. If you act now, we will not only throw in the floaty attachment, but we'll also give you the smaller, yet still inconvenient, mini genie for travel. And that's not all. For your pubic hair hygiene needs, the revolutionary new product by Hoover, the Pubic Shampoo Pubic Hair. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that makes sense. Get the sheen you've always been looking for. And ladies and gentlemen, remember, if you go out of your mind delusional and call right now for the price of the Genie Bag 4000, you get the floaty attachments of Genie Bag 4000, the inconvenient mini Genie, and the pubic hair shampoo, all for the price of one. Isn't life great? It's as easy as 1, 2, 3, and you're on your way. Rough night, mate. And ladies and gentlemen, remember, we will only give you all this free stuff if you call within the next 5 minutes, even though this commercial may be playing on several different networks at many different times over the course of the next several years. Genital hygiene will never be the same with the Genie Bag 4000.
I hear some clapping from the control room. Thanks, guys.
Oh my God.
So the bulk of our sketches were either like parodies of commercials, but I think predominantly what we were known for was television parodies.
Yeah, television. I mean, the one that got the most hits on YouTube when it got on YouTube was the Facts of Life sketch.
Okay.
We parodied the Facts of
I
Life.
always say you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have.
Yeah.
It's true.
And then at the end of that sketch, that we
you'll
did that.
see.
Yeah.
You'll see. I
Yeah.
think that's one of the clips we're
Okay.
rolling.
Yeah, but
And I think what set us apart from other shows like a Mad TV or an SNL is that when we took on these sketches, often we do a long form. So when we did our Trading Spaces episode, instead of it being like a 5-minute sketch, we did the whole thing. We copied the exact format of their show.
Okay.
So when you see it happening, if you're a fan of said production, you're like, wow, they did their homework.
yeah, we would do
Some
very in-depth.
ridiculousness.
But that's the great thing with the attention span is that the sketches can be, with re-airing them, you can get them into those short little sketches that people can watch and actually be able to enjoy. So.
Okay.
Do we have another clip?
I do believe we have another clip.
Roll it!
Why don't we take a look at that other clip right now?
The facts of life when the world never sees you believe it up to your dreams, and suddenly you find out the facts of life are all about you, all about you, all about you. It takes a lot to get all right. The facts of life.
So, what are you guys doing?
We're having a bake sale
Why?
to save Edna's edibles.
Why?
So Mrs. Garrett can afford her medication. Joe! Yeah, because without it, she's a total psychopath.
Ooh, you're gonna get in trouble.
I can always share a bed with Blair.
Joe, this motorcycle helmet really turns me on. I'm gonna ride you like a motorcycle into the sunset.
What's going on?
I told you guys she liked me. I knew it.
Joe, knock it off. How many times do I have to tell you? I am not sharing a bed with Tootie. She snores.
I do not.
I got an idea. This'll calm Mrs. Garrett down.
Joe, is that marijuana?
Ooh, I've heard of marijuana. Pot, Mary Jane, weed.
Weeds? There's weeds in my garden? Oh, Mrs. Garrett, we're having a bake sale to save Edna's edibles. Oh, sweet, you girls. It was one of my fabulous ideas. Blair, I'm so proud of you. Oh, Mrs. Garrett. Blair. Yeah. What? Blair. Mrs. Garrett. Blair. one brownie to sell today.
What? Where's the rest of them?
Ooh, you're gonna get in trouble.
Well, what kind of idiot would come out to a bake sale in this kind of weather?
Hi, guys.
Hi, Jerry.
There's nothing in lipstick, Natalie.
Thank you.
You got any brownies left?
Sure.
Just one. All right, how much is it?
It's $150.
I only have 200. Is that enough?
I just had a brilliant idea. Yes, 200, and you get to keep the plate. Thank you.
Wow, thanks, Jerry, for buying the last brownie. You really saved the day.
Anytime, Natalie. It's all in the day's work. That was the best $200 brownie I ever had.
Those brownies were good.
Oh my God, yes. Whatever did you put in them?
Well, we took the good, we took the bad, we took them both, and then we had...
I know.
Hot brownies!
That's not what I was going to say.
Yay.
Wow! I was afraid. I thought we were going to be back. They kicked us off television. Yeah, so we're glad that we could show you guys the stuff, especially bringing stuff back to public access. It's fun to be here tonight. And so you can catch It's Twisted Television on YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube.com/ITTV.
Don't get it twisted.
Exactly.
Don't get it
Or do
twisted.
get it twisted.
A little bit.
You can also search those keywords, It's Twisted Television or Twisted Television. Our website is www.itstwisted.tv. John does the little scroll, so you'll see it down here maybe, or something like that.
Eventually, yeah.
And on a non-comedy related level, I'm still a musician, so I've got some musical gigs coming up. Next gig would be, I tell you this every time I'm here, August 19th, Chauncey is doing his annual Madonna Worship event.
Yes.
So I will be there performing that night. You guys better come this time, because you said you'd
August
come the
19th?
last 2 years and you didn't. I'm holding them accountable on television.
Can you tell us what Madonna cover you're going to do?
Every year I say I don't know yet. I've been tossing around either doing Deeper and Deeper or music, but I'll decide like 2 days beforehand. That's how it all goes. And then also the LGBT Expo, which maybe we'll be there together or not, but we'll be popping
Which is
around.
in the fall this year.
It's in the fall. It's the same weekend as DragCon. They're overlapping and they're making it free, so more people will come. So come check us out. I believe I'm there on the 9th, which is the Saturday. And then lastly, I'll be at the Delancey on, oh boy, I'm getting old, September 16th.
That's right near my house.
All right, well, we're going to have
So
a
you
drink
have
that
to go,
night.
and,
yeah, 8 p.m., and that's a Friday, I believe.
Yeah. For me, I have a food blog. I go to different restaurants all over the Tri-State area called Natalia's Fat Girl's Guide to New York City's Eats. And it's on YouTube, so just check it out on YouTube. Mac Natty at YouTube, that's me. And I'm still doing my band, The Mighty JSE. We have a band camp, so we have 2 full-length albums and some live albums there, so please check it out.
They say 3 minutes. I say, are you doing us the peace sign? That was she says peace. That's
She's
what
like,
that
"That's
was.
great."
She's laughing. I like it. I made her laugh. It's always good you make the control room laugh, right? They're doing good back there tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so come check us out on all the things we'll be doing, and we'll message you on Facebook just to remind you when we're off air.
Yeah, no,
And,
absolutely. And yeah, definitely drag me out.
Sure, and do you have a website you want to drop?
It's just my Facebook, Natalia McCarty. No H at the end of that last name.
It's not like Melissa McCarthy.
No,
Don't get
it's
them
not.
confused.
I'm not
She's the one
related
with
to her.
purple hair, okay?
Yeah, I have purple hair.
And
Don't get it twisted.
Or do.
Ooh, ooh.
And you can see me on the web on www.aris, well, 3 Ws.aris.fm and social media. My handle is generally the same, and you put those all down there too, so I don't have to go through the whole list.
Forever. It's like, I always check for upcoming dates.
Always. Like, in fact, check multiple times a day. That's what I say. Let's roll that last clip since we've got the peace sign.
Okay,
See, that was the peace sign
let's
this
take a quick
time.
look at this last one. And,
Trading spaces. See,
Okay.
That full sketch is 18 minutes. So you only saw just a little taste. If you're a Trading Spaces fan, go check it out on the web.
Okay, definitely worth looking at. And you have a lot going on as well.
Yeah, you can follow me at Sir Ari Gold on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, arigold.com.
You're everywhere.
You're everywhere. You're everywhere, and so are we. www.talkingabout.info. It's been such a pleasure to have you with me and to have you guys co-hosting.
Likewise,
it's been
thanks for having us.
Thank you very much.
What a pleasure.
Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Again, www.talkingabout.info. I'm John Griffith.
I'm Sir Ari Gold.
And
I'm still Aris.
I'm Natalia McCarty.
And we'll see you I'll see you next time, and we'll bring you some new and interesting stuff. So thanks for joining us.
Peace sign.
Peace sign.
We're over here, aren't we?
Over here.
That's what I'm talking about.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. At work or at play, you're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Oh, hey. She's cute. Nice going, man. Things are going great for you. You've earned a night out. Good drinks, good friends. Yeah, we can go ahead and call this a good night. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Not smart. Yeah, I saw that coming. Say goodbye to her. Ouch, that'll hurt your bank account. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. I hope you like eating frozen dinners. Alone. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.